Okay. We should be set in a minute. Fantastic. Okay. Let me share my screen. अस्तु एकवारं प्रार्थनां कृत्वा प्रारम्भं करिष्यामः अस्तु वा ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शांति हाँ इदानीं भवन्तः सर्वे भविष्यत्कालरूपाणि दृष्टवन्तः इति मन्ये सत्यं वा
महोदय
वर्तमानकालमपि दृष्टवन्तः इति मन्ये पठधातोः अत्र केऽपि वर्तमानकालरूपं वदिष्यति वा
पच् धातु वा
पट् धातु गच् गम् धातु
पठति पठतः पठन्ति पठसि पठतः पठथ पठामि पठावः पठामः
उत्तमम् अस्तु
पठिष्यति पठिष्यतः पठिष्यन्ति पठिष्यसि पठिष्यथः पठिष्यथ पठिष्यामि पठिष्यावः पठिष्यामः
उत्तमम् गौरी महोदय अन्य कार्यमपि करोतु इदानीम् एकं वाक्यं रचयतु त्वं
मध्यमपुरुषे कार्तिक महोदयः okay not you I cannot call you as tvam tvam grantham patati va patasi va
त्वं ग्रन्थं पठसि वा उत्तमं किं ग्रन्थम् एतद् अग्रे पश्यामः अस्तु पञ्चतन्त्र ग्रन्थमध्ये पठामः अस्तु सुशीला महोदय भविष्यत्काले यत्किमपि वदिष्यति वा एकं वाक्यं
त्वं ग्रन्थं पठिष्यामि वा पठिष्यामि
वा
पठिष्यसि वा
पठिष्यसि यदि बहवः जनाः सन्ति चेत्
बहुजनाः त्वं यूयं वारद्दो हाँ दोनों रख दो त्वं ग्रन्थं पठिष्यामः वा पठिष्यसि पठिष्यथ त्वं पठिष्यथ वा
यूयम त्वम
sorry, यूयं ग्रन्थं पठिष्यत वा.
उत्तमम् अस्तु फ्रान् महोदय भवत्याः नाम फ्रान् वा how should I address you
I'm sorry.
how should I address you how should I call you Fran Mahodaya should I call you
Astu.
Astu Mahodaya एकं वाक्यं रचयतु भविष्यत्काले एकवाक्यं भविष्यत्काले यत्किमपि धातोः स्वीकृत्य रचयतु
भवान् मन्दिरं गमिष्यति अग्रिमदिने
दिने वारं वारं दिने दिने भवान् मन्दिरं गमिष्यति वा गमिष्यति गमिष्यति एकं पूर्ण वाक्यं भविष्यति प्रश्नवाचक गमिष्यति वा उत्तमम् अस्तु अस्तु कार्तिक शिवण्ण महोदय अस्तु आगम्यताम् we will just go through the story in the meantime एकवारम् इदानीं एकां ग्रन्थां प्रेषितवान् सत्यं वा गणे स्थापितवान् सर्व everybody has that ग्रन्थ एषा ग्रन्थ एक पंचतंत्र कथा अस्ति किल तस्य नाम किम्
बकस्य प्रतिकारः
पठिष्यामः वा
आम्
वा
अहं पठामि वा
प्रारम्भं करोतु सर्वे वारं वारं सर्वे पठिष्यन्ति भवती प्रारम्भं करोतु
एकस्मिन् वने शृगालः बकः च निवसतः स्म तयोः मित्रता आसीत् एकदा प्रातः शृगालः बकम् अवदत् मित्रः श्वः त्वं मया सह भोजनं कुरु शृगालस्य निमन्त्रेण बकः निमन्त्रणेन I couldn't. What did you say, sir?
निमन्त्रेण न निमन्त्रणेन
बकः प्रसन्नः अभवत्
इदानीं तस्य व्याख्यां करिष्यति वा Can you explain what it is in whatever language you are comfortable
एकस्मिन् वने शृङ्गालः बकः च निवसतः in one forest a crane and a fox were living together
jackal and
fox jackal and a crane were staying together they were both friends tayoho mitrata asit they were both friends
there was friendship between the two
okay there was friendship between the two ekada pratah shrugalah bakam avadat one day morning the jackal told the fox mitra shwah told the crane told the crane mitra shwah tvam maya sah bhojanam kuru friend tomorrow you have food with me शृगालस्य निमन्त्रेण बकः प्रसन्न अभवत् निमन्त्रणेन And the crane was very happy at the invitation of the jackal.
Uttamam Mahodaya. Dhanyavadaha. Chinta nasti. We'll keep on committing as many mistakes we commit. We love mistakes. We love to read things wrong. That's how we are going to learn. I love this one. Good. Astu. Raghavan Mahodaya idanim bhavan padishyati va agre.
आम् महोदय अग्रिमे दिने सः भोजनाय शृगालस्य निवासम् अगच्छत्. The next day,
Tat Purnam read the Anuvaka Patatu. Anuvaka Patitva Vishleshanam Krotu. Read the full paragraph.
okay. अग्रिमे दिने सः भोजनाय शृगालस्य निवासम् अगच्छत्. कुटिलस्वभावः शृगालः स्थाल्यां बकाय क्षीरोदनम् अयच्छत्. बकम् अवदत् च मित्र अस्मिन् पात्रे आवाम् अधुना सहैव खादावः. भोजनकाले बकस्य चञ्चुः स्थालीतः भोजनग्रहणे समर्था न अभवत्. अतः बकः केवलं क्षीरोदनम् अपश्यत्. शृगालः तु सर्वं क्षीरोदनम् अभक्षयत्.
Now can you explain, just give the gist of it?
The next day, for having lunch, the jackal went to the jackal's house. The next day, he went to have lunch at jackal's house.
Correct.
Kutila Sabhava Shigalaha. The cunning jackal. The cunning jackal has poured milk in the plate and gave it to.
Anybody who knows what Kshirodhanam means?
Milk. Kshirodhanam. Kshira is milk.
Kshira is milk. Correct. Odhanam.
Rice, cooked rice.
Exactly. Odhanam is rice. Dadyodhanam. Shuddhavantahava. Curd rice. All South Indians will love that. Okay. Dadi plus Odhanam is Dadyodhanam. For the benefit of those who are not aware, Dadi is curd or yogurt.
Correct.
Okay. And that usually in southern part of India, it's a very common thing to end your meal with the curd, by combining curd and rice, curd rice. That is your last part of your meal. It is very, very soothing on the stomach. Dadyodhanam. So milk and rice is a little superior. This one, it's considered to be more this one. So milk and rice is another delicacy. So the jackal offered Kshirodhanam. Okay. So Odhanam is rice. Yeah.
Sorry. Stalyam. We had a question with that word. What's the ending?
Yes, actually the Stalika is called Stalika. Why didn't they use it as Stalikayam? Instead they used the Stalyam. Why?
How many of you have heard of a word called Sthali?
Sthali.
Nobody? Sthali. Okay.
Thali means like thali meal kind of something. Stalika.
No. Thali is different from Sthali. So that is Alpa Prana Thali. Okay.
Thali Hindi is plate.
Sthali in Sanskritam is also plate. Flat plate. Sthalika is also plate. Anything which has a flat surface is called a sthali. Gange sthali. Have you heard of Gange sthali? So basically, kalasham. Kalasha sthapanam sarve karishyanti. Anybody in India will know how to do kalasha sthapanam. Kalasha is basically a
Pot.
it's not a cup. It's a form of. I'll show you what thali
Pot,
means.
kind of pot, a small pot.
Can you say a pot?
Like a sumbu, but I don't know in any other language.
I know.
I
Bowl
think that's
is
what Mahode.
So something of this shape.
Yeah.
I
All
thought that
right.
was also called patra.
This is culture. No, this is a culture. Okay. Now on this, if there is Ganga filled in this, it's called on top of it. It's usually sealed with a sthali. That is a flat surface. This one. So that is called a sthali. Sthalika is a full plate which is covered as well. Now, what it means is on a sthali, on a flat surface, he offered
milk.
Kshirodanam. Sthali is something that is plain, flat. Now that sthalyam is a form of sthali. In the sthali, on the sthali, on, in, at, all these things will become sthalyam. Why it becomes, we'll see some other time. For now, we'll just keep it at this. It is good. Sthalyam. He put that. All right. Okay. And said, and what did he say?
He said, friend, now we will eat together.
In this only. Ekabeva sthalya khadishyamaha. Khadavaha. Sorry.
Khadavaha.
Now khadavaha. Khadavaha is what tense?
Present.
Latlakaraha dvivachanam.
Dvivachanam. Purusha.
Uttama.
Prathama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha.
Prathama Purusha va?
Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha.
Adavaha. Sorry. Yeah. Uttama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha. Satyam.
Uttama Purusha.
Because there are two of them, he said, let us eat together in this plate. Vadatu Modi. Agre vadatu.
So during having the lunch, during the lunch time, the crane was not able to have lunch from its beak, from the beak.
Why?
Because it's a flat surface and the beak, using the beak, it's having long beak, right? So it's not able to.
Because of the long beak, it was not able to pick up this one. So what happened? Madhya.
Grahane, what is the correct meaning for grahane? Eating or picking?
Accept, like take.
Grasp. Grasp. The word grasp comes from grahane.
Grahane, okay.
Grab, grasp, all these things, words come from grahadhatu. So it's a Indo-Sanskrit roots. That English word grasp, grab, all these things have it. It could not grab or it could not grasp this. Sthalitaha. From the sthali. There you see, sthali. Sthali and kutaha na grahitavat. Sthalitaha. Correct? Sthalitaha. Then what happened?
So the crane was just looking at the milk rice.
Apashyat.
Apashya. Only it's seeing that milk rice. It's not able to eat it.
Then
Jackal later had entire milk rice for itself. I think it had.
So what word will denote that it had the entire thing?
Sarvam. Sarvam Kshirodanam. Entire milk rice.
Okay.
Abhakshayatta. So it has eaten.
Abhakshayat.
Abhakshayatta.
Abhakshayat. It ate everything. Bhakshanam is so in fact the word hungry in Sanskritam is said bubuksha. Aham bubukshami means I am hungry. I am something that is making me feel like eating. Bhakshanam is eating. Something that is making me feel like eating is hunger. Bubukshami. That's how it comes. That's how the word is derived. Okay. So that's why bubukshati, bubukshu is all hungry. Everything is related to hunger or eating. Astva? Karthik Mohdaya just kept my namesake. Swagatam. Bhavan, so the story so far, there were two friends, one jackal and one crane. The jackal called its friend home and offered something in a very flat plate. The crane could not eat because of the kind of flat plate it was served in. The crane, given its long neck, it could not, given its long beak, it could not eat. Okay, we'll see what happens next. Karthik Mohdaya, agre padishyati va, Bhavan. Second page, first. Second page, the para, you can start reading from there. That is Shrigalena Vanchitaha.
Karthik Mahoday, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it start from Agrime Dine Saha Bhojanaya? Is it from there?
No. You should start from Shrigalena Vanchitaha Bakaha Achitayat.
Okay. Shrigalena Vanchitaha Bakaha Achintyat Yatha Anena Maya Saha Vyavaharaha Kritha Tata Aham Api Tena Saha Vyavaharishyami.
Read a little slowly so that everybody can follow.
Okay. Shrigalena Vanchitaha Bakaha Achintyat Yatha Anena Maya Saha Vyavaharaha Kritha Tatha Aham Api Tena Saha Vyavaharishyami.
Eka Nimisha, read that first line again. Shrigalena Vanchitaha Bakaha.
Shrigalena Vanchitaha Bakaha Achintayat.
Achintayat. Achintyat is different from Achintayat. So be a little careful on it. It's very, very important.
Yatha Anena Maya Saha Vyavaharaha Kritaha Tata Aham Api Tena Saha Vyavaharishyami.
Agre Padato. Purnam Manvakam Padato. Anantaram Vishleshnam Karishyamah.
Evam Chintayitva Saha Shrigalam Avadat Mitra Tvam Apishvaha Sayam maya saha bhojanam karishyasi. Bakasya nimantrena Shrigalaha prasannaha abhavat.
Nimantrena va?
Nimantranena Shrigalaha prasannaha abhavat.
Nimantranena. Uttamam.
Yada Shrigalaha sayam Bakasya nivasam bhojanaya agachat tada Bakaha sankirna mukhe kalashe kshirodanam ayachat. Shrigalam cha avadat mitra avam asmin patre sahaiva bhojanam kurvaha. Bakaha kalashat chanchva kshirodanam akhadat. Parantu Shrigalasya mukham kalashe na pravishat. Pravishat. Pravishat.
Pravishat.
Pravishat. Ataha Bakaha sarvam kshirodanam akhadat. Shrigalaha cha kevalam irshaya apashyat. Irshya apashyat. No. Irshaya apashyat.
Irshya.
Irshaya apashyat.
Irshya.
Correct.
Astu va? Okay. Vishleshetu. Angla bhashayam vishleshetu.
Okay. Shrigalena vanchita. I think I missed the context in the previous paragraph.
That's why I gave that's why I gave the context, the story so far. The story so far was that there were two friends, okay, living in a forest. One was a jackal and one was a crane. Now one day the jackal called the crane home and offered some food. The food was kshirodanam. Kshirodanam is milk, and just like curd rice, you have milk rice. Milk mixed with rice. Okay. And flat plate. Given the beak that crane has, the long beak, it was unable to eat from the plate. Grasp. Okay. So it said, okay, I need to take revenge. And this is what followed after that.
Okay.
Okay. Now that you have the context for the previous one, explain.
So Shrigalena vanchitaha bakam achintayat. So having vanchitaha, betrayed. Betrayed. Bakaha, the crane.
Having been left out. Vanchitaha is left out. So in this context, you can say betrayed.
Okay. So Bakaha achintayat. So it thought yatha anena maya saha vyavaharaha kritaha tata aham apitena saha vyavaharishyami.
Just give a summary of that line. You don't need to word by word explain.
Vyavaharishyami.
Just whatever you understood, you just tell. Anybody who wants to give a gist of that? Sushila Mahodaya vadatu.
The crane thinks that the way he treated me, I should also do the same way. I should also treat him. same way. If Vyahara is the way he did it to me, I have also to do it the same.
That is the way it's thought.
Okay.
Like tit for tat.
Yeah.
Correct. Tit for tat. Let's do tit for tat. Karthik Mahoday vadatu. Agre vadatu.
एवं चिन्तयित्वा सः शृगालम् अवदत् having thought so, the jackal said to
Jackal said the
jackal is saying this to the bakahan of the crane, friend.
Shamatam, isn't it the other way around?
No,
Yeah,
hold on. Let him complete. We'll come to that. Yes, you're right. Give him a minute. Okay, I think he's missing the context a little. So maybe Fran Mahoday, you want to elaborate?
I'll try, but he said to the fox.
So who said to the fox? Who said to the jackal?
Friend, tomorrow you can have dinner with me, together with me.
So who said this to whom?
So the crane said to the fox.
Correct, to the jackal.
Jackal.
Yeah. The crane said to the jackal, please come home tomorrow or have food with me tomorrow.
Mahoday, is there a difference between, is there a different word for fox or fox and jackal are the same?
Yes. I'll give you the word for fox. There is one. There's a Shrigalaha. Shrigalaha is jackal. Very clear. That fox is one. I had this written somewhere. I'll get this to you. Or just go to this one, learn Sanskrit or Kosha, you'll find it.
There, Shrigala is shown as fox. Srigala is mentioned as jackal.
Yeah, Shrigala is jackal. There is one Jambu Kaha or something for fox. Hold on. Okay, I'll get that to you. There is another word. We will look at that a little later. Or just go to Kosha, you'll find for fox. Okay. Fran Mahoday, you can explain. Yeah.
Vakasya nimantranena Shragalaha prasannaha abhapat. The jackal of the jackal?
Jackal, Bakasya Nimantranena.
The invitation, no, sorry, the other way around again. From the invitation of the crane.
Correct.
From the fox, like the fox was glad about the invitation from the crane to have dinner together, right?
Correct.
Something.
So it was happy. Prasannam abhavat. Prasannam is happy.
He was happy.
Who was happy?
The jackal.
Jackal was happy. You're right.
Okay, in the Sanskrit dictionary, fox is Shrigalaha and jackal is Srigalaha. It's the Srigalaha is jackal.
Shrigalaha is?
Yara lava sir. That's the Srigala is jackal and Shrigala is fox.
Sugala is false. Okay, let me just confirm that. At this point, they have given us Jakar. Let's just go with Jakar for now.
But end of the page, they gave in English translation, it says jackal. So
Yeah. Just leave it there. Yeah. Astu. Fran Mahodaya, go ahead.
Yada Shigralaha Sayam Bakasya Nivasam Pojanaya Agachat. Then the jackal went to the house of the crane to have dinner.
Yes. Nivasanam na nivasanam.
Nivasanam.
Yeah. So it's very important. You just in Sanskritam, these Rasva Dirgha can be confusing. Please be careful. Rasva Dirgha Alpa Prana Mahaprana. Then you also have Visarga and Anuswara. These are 6 things we should be always careful about. So Taittiriya Upanishad very clearly says, Shiksha Vyakhya Syamaha Varnaswaraha Matra Balam Samasantanaha. So there are 6 angas. So you should be very careful. Shiksha is the art of pronunciation. Varna, Swara, Matra is Rasva or Dirgha. Balam is Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. Samasantana is the way it is pronounced. Like the annotations, the intonations and annotations. Okay. So these are very strict and very important rules in Sanskritam. For instance, as I illustrated in one of the classes, pre Google Maps era, you would ask anybody to get somewhere on a street. You would stand on the street. Hey, where do you think this address is? And that person would say, usually, if you had to take 3 turns, let us say, am I audible? You would say, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a right, then keep going straight. You'll hit the end. And that's where the house is. Straight. It's the same word, straight. There is no such thing as straight, and straight in English. However, we are very used to it. All right. The first straight indicates you need a very short straight. The second straight is a little longer straight. The third straight is a very long straight. And we have very clear rules for this in Sanskritam. Hrasva, Dirgha, Pluta, Matra. Okay. So it is very, very clearly defined. So there is no problem at all. Seedha jao, सीधा चले जाना, सीधा चले जाना, सीधा जाकर बाय बन जाना. I'm just making it in Hindi. But the thing is, this is how it is there. If you read any of your kavyas, if you read any of your of the texts in Sanskritam, you'll find it. Amasmi madamaja. So this is all very clearly coming out in Vedas. So the Pluta is also a very important thing for us. So that's where it comes from. So Nivasanam will be very different from Nivasanam. Okay. So just be careful about these matras and the Alpa Prana and Mahaprana. Okay.
Shamatam.
No, chinta nasti. Go ahead. Yeah.
Tada Bakaha Sankirna Mukhe Kalashe Kirodanam Ayachat.
Now, Kalasha, I just showed you what Kalasha means. Right? Something of the shape.
Yes, this round shape.
Yeah. Now, what is Sankirna Mukhe? There's a picture.
Victorious face.
Huh?
Victorious face, like defeated face.
No, Sankirna Mukhe. I think there's a picture of the
thin-necked mouth.
Oh,
correct. So if you take this, if I just elongate this and make this part narrow, neck.
Narrow faced.
Yeah, narrow faced. So if you take this as the face and make it very narrow and elongate it, Sankirna is long. Elongated. That was basically saying it suited its beak. Okay. Yeah. Ayachad. Agree padtu. It offered in a kalashe. Kalashe is something of the shape. Kalasha. This is kalasha. Now I don't. You can call it loose. This one would be pot, but pot is a wrong translation because pot is usually ghata. Okay.
Shrigalam cha avadat. So the jackal said, Mitra, friend, abam asmin patre sahaiva bhojanam kurvaha.
Shrigala. Ekvaram punah padatu.
Okay. Shrigalam cha avadat.
After the comma. If it is Shrigalam, who is telling whom?
The crane is speaking to the jackal.
Correct. And how do you know that?
Because Shrigalam is in Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Forget Dvitiya Vibhakti. I don't think we have gone to Dvitiya Vibhakti as yet, no? Have we done Dvitiya Vibhakti? It's Karma Padam. Chinta nasti. Okay.
Okay.
Atra Karma asti. Shrigalah, Shrigalam. Bakaha, if it was Bakam, we would have said it is Bakam.
Okay. So,
Shrigalam Avadat.
Shall I proceed?
Please.
Mitra, friend. Abam, we have to eat the food in this patra and in this pot.
Yeah, let's eat in this vessel. Let's take it as a vessel.
Okay.
Let's eat in this vessel.
Together. Bakaha kalashyat. I don't know, kalashat.
Kalashat is same as thalitaha. Here it is kalashaha. So kalashataha will also be same as kalashat. They did not want to confuse you too much, so they did not give the right this one. They just said sthalitaha. I can as well call it kalashataha here also. Just take it as kalashataha.
Okay. So from the kalasha, that's basically right.
Correct.
So chanchava kshirodanam akhadat.
Chanchva. Chanchva is with the beak. Chanchu is beak.
So
Chanchva.
So the crane ate the meal, the porridge? by his crane from the Kalasha?
Correct.
Parantu Shrigalasya Mukham Kalashye na Pravishat. But the face of the fox, the jackal was not able to eat.
Yeah, why?
Because he does not have the long.
Correct. So what word indicates that it did not?
Na pravishat.
Na pravishat.
Na pravishat.
Its mouth was not able to penetrate into the kalasha. Correct? That's what it means. Was not able to enter into the kalasha. Its mouth was not able to enter the kalasha. Pravesha is enter. Pravishat is a past tense form, could not enter. Okay? Astu.
Astu. Ataha bakaha sarvam kshirotanam akadat. Therefore, the crane ate all the porridge.
Right. Yeah, you can call it a form of porridge. If it was probably boiled, if the rice was boiled in the milk, as a raw rice was put and boiled in the milk, it would have become a porridge. But then, yeah, here the cooked rice is mixed with the milk. So that's why it's kshirodhanam. A porridge would be a little different. It would be called paisam.
Okay. Shrigalaha cha kevalam this word. I don't know where the R goes at the beginning. Irshyaya.
Satyam.
Irshyaya apashat.
Apashat, correct.
So the jackal was just looking at this.
Yeah, what is the meaning of Irshaya? Anyone?
Jealousy.
Jealously looking at it out of matsya, irshya, out of a sense of hatred, jealousy, etc. अस्तु धन्यवादः महोदय. गौरी महोदय करिष्यति वा?
शृगालः पक्कं प्रति यादृशं व्यवहारम् अकरोत् बकः अपि शृगालं प्रति तादृशं व्यवहारं कृत्वा प्रतिकारम् अकरोत्. उक्तमपि.
We will take that up a little later. Just finish this one.
Shrikalaha, jackal, whatever jackal did it to crane, crane did the same thing to jackal. Pratikaram.
Pratikaram. Krutva. Did that, and hence
it's tit for tat. Revenge is like equal.
Pratikaram akarot. Krutva.
What is vyavaharam here?
Vyavaharam is this, what is that? Transaction. The way behavior.
Okay.
Happening, you can say whatever happened.
Whatever happened, yeah. or whatever, the way Jekyll behaved with the crane also behaved the same way with the Jekyll. Having done so, it showed its pratikara. That is basically it basically responded in the same tone.
Gave back.
Hmm.
Gave back in the same coin.
Okay. Any doubts in this story or any questions? Anything that you did not understand?
Yes, I wanted to know why it is two. In the second paragraph, Shrigalasa tu sarvam kshirodanam abhakyat. What is the tu here?
Shrigalaha tu, where is that?
In the second paragraph, Bojana Pakasya Chanchu Astali Bojana Grahane Samartha na Abhavat.
Okay. Ataha pakaha kevalam pashyat. Shrigalaha tu, kevalam Shrigalaha. That's what it means. Shrigalaha only. Tu will imply only here. Tu.
Implies what?
Tu. Only. Shrigalaha eva. Or Shrigalaha tu. But instead of this fellow, only Shrigalaha ate. That's what it will be.
So the meaning is eva.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Contextually. However, Shrigalaha ate it. See, ideally, having done that, if you have a guest at home and if the guest is unable to eat, you will say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm also not going to eat until we both are able to do. However, instead of doing that, Shrigalaha ate it. Instead of the normal behavior, Shrigalaha to khadita. Okay.
So it
This
is
is
not
one part.
sahat out any of those transformations of all of the words. Is that so?
No. This is not a Sarvanama Pada. No. Tu is not a Sarvanama Pada. It's Avya.
Okay.
We'll learn about tu later. There are many tus and apis and chas and everything that will keep coming. Okay. So everywhere, the moment you see tu in Sanskritam in any shloka or anything, be clear that it is a place filler. It's a placeholder for something.
Okay.
Emphasizing. Shigalaha tu khaditaha. Shrigalaha, however, Shrigalaha ate it. You want to emphasize the fact that Shrigalaha ate it. He did not refuse to eat.
Okay.
The normal behavior in a situation like this would be to refuse to eat. Correct? If your friend is unable to eat at your place, you'll at least have the courtesy to say, excuse me, and go and eat elsewhere, or say, I'm sorry, I cannot eat, or postpone your eating, or do something.
Yeah.
Right? But this was Shrigalaha did not display that behavior. He just went about eating and saying, hey, you know what, you also eat with me. If you're not able to eat, that's your problem. Right? Fine.
And this yatha tatha is however not only but also.
Yatha tatha is as here, that there. So we'll do this yatha tata, yada tada, yadi tarhi, all these things in later classes. We'll do that we'll do it in detail, don't worry. Okay. For now, what we will do, I will put up a screen. Is it there? Yeah. Okay. Good. I think everybody gets this one. That I sent out my presentations in the emails. You open it, you don't open it, it's a different story. I don't I'm not sure everybody opens it, but I'm sure everybody gets it.
Yes.
Everybody does it. Okay. So let's look at, yeah, this was the story we just saw. This is what I wanted to cover a bit. So we have seen the Vartamana Kala and Bhavishyat Kala. Correct? So just now we read a story that was all in past tense. All right. So if we were to put this in a structure, this is how we would have it. Who wants to read this?
I'll read it. Lang lakaraha prathama purushaha ekavachanam aphatat dvivachanam apatatam bahuvachanam apathan madhyama purushe apataha apatatam apatata uttama purushe apatam apatava apatama.
Uttamam. Mohode bhavati anya kepi dhatuh svikritya udishyati va?
Vad, I'll try, sir. Avadat, avadatam, avadan, avadata, avadatah,
Avadattah va?
avadat, avadaha, is it?
Avadaha.
Avadaha, avadatam, avadata, avadam, avadava, avadama.
Ekam vakyam rachayatu.
Aham satyam avadamah. Avadam.
Aham satyam avadam. Uttamam. Vayam sarve sarvada satyam avadishyamah.
Vadishyama. Vadishyama. That is for future.
Future. Vayam sarve sarvada satyam avadama.
Avadama. So for Madhyama Purusha, it is avadaha, not avadata.
Avadaha.
Avadaha.
Bhagavan Shri Krishna Arjunam avadat. Satyam va? Krishna Arjunam avadat.
Bhagavan Krishna Bhagavad Gita avadat.
Bhagavan Shri Krishna Arjunam. Fill in the blank.
Arjunam Bhagavad Gita avadat.
Bhagavad Gita avadat.
Avadtam. Okay. So that is also karma padam. Avadat. Bhagavad Gita.
Na.
Arjuna.
Kaha kam avadat. Karta kaha?
Sri Krishna.
Sri Krishna. Kriya kaha karot?
Kriya avadat.
Kriya avadat. Kaha avadat?
Bhagavad Gita.
Na, kaha avadat?
Arjunam.
Na, kaha avadat?
Krishnaha.
Krishnaha.
Krishnaha avadat. Kam avadat?
Arjunam avadat.
Arjunam avadat. Arjunam or Arjunaya Shri Krishna Geetam Avadat.
Then Geetam becomes karma there.
Geetam becomes karma there.
And
Geetam Avadat.
And what will Arjunaya be?
Leave Arjunaya for now. Because it was a sampada.
Okay.
We'll talk about Arjuna later. Geetam Avadat. Enough. Okay. Arjunasya krite Geetam Avadat. For Arjuna. For the sake of Arjuna, I said. We can say that, no? Arjunasya krite Geetam Avadat. Or if it was not Gita, some other random conversation, Shri Krishna Arjunam Avadat. Arjunam Uddeshya Avadat. We can say that addressing Arjuna, he said. Can we say that? Okay. Who wants to run? Who is good in running? Raghavan Mahodaya.
Like I'm not sure of the second letter. Gai.
No. I said run. Are you good in running?
Yeah.
If you're good in running, then start with the whatever is the equivalent of run dhatu in Sanskritam. And when did you run? Give us the story of your running.
Okay. Dhav. Dhav is the dhatu. Adhavat. Ekavachana Pratama Purusha. Adhavat. Dvivachana Adhavatam. Bahuvachana Adhavan. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana Adhavaha. Dvivachana Adhavatam. Bahuvachana Adhavat. Adhavata. Uttama Purusha Adhavatam. Dvivachana Adhava. Adhavam. Ekavachana Adhavam. Dvivachana Adhava. Bahuvachana
Adhava. Dvivachana kim?
Dvivachana Adhavava.
Adhavava.
Bahuvachana Adhavam.
Adhavama.
Adhavama. Correct.
Halant nasti. Adhavama.
Adhavama.
Vayam sarve.
Vayam sarve Adhavama. Vayam sarve Adhavama.
Panchavadanam abhavat. Vayam sarve adhavama. Panchavadane abhavat. Panchavadanam abhavat. Vayam sarve adhavama. That is when the bell will ring, no? 5 o'clock.
Correct.
So
everyone will run when the bell is correct.
So it is going to be 5 o'clock. We started about 15-20 minutes late. If you have time, I don't have a problem continuing. You people tell me, should we continue for another 15 minutes? Can we go on? Or if anybody has some work. Everybody has time for another 15 minutes, extend to 15-20 minutes? Okay. Great. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's enjoy ourselves for another 15 minutes and see what we can do. Okay. We have only done these kind of dhatus. No? We have not done something like Vandate, Vandete and all. We have not done any Atmanepade there, no? No, okay, we'll leave that. Forget that I said anything like that. I didn't say anything. Okay, so let's take Padhatu. Fran Mahodaya.
Apat. Padatu, papivati, right?
Papivati, correct. You're right.
So, padatu, prathama purusha, ekavachanam, apat. Apat. Apat.
No.
No?
Adhatu will become pib.
Okay. Apibat.
That's why it is pib.
Yes, I didn't know if it changed or not. So, okay.
Yes,
so, apibat. Apibat. Apibatam. Apivan. Madhyama purusha. Apibaha. Apitam. Apita. Sorry, apivata. Apivata. Uttama purushaha. Apivam. Apiva. Apivama.
Apibava.
Apivava. Apivama.
Uttamam. Bhavati kim apibat? Adya bhavati kim apibat?
Nothing.
Yat kim api na apibam.
Na apibam.
Adya aham at yat kim api na apibam. Hyaha bhavati kim apibat?
Hyaha duktam apibam.
Dugdham apibam. Bhavati coffee pibati va?
Na aham. What's coffee? Coffee na apibam.
No. Coffee is called coffee.
Coffee na apibam.
Bhavati chayam pibati va?
Aham chayam apibam.
Apibam. Apibam.
Apibam.
Kada pibat?
Tadanantaram this class. After this class, I eat.
Pasyati. That will become pasyati. That's in future. Kakshayaha nantaram pasyati. Astu. Bhutakale kadapi tavati?
It was yesterday.
When did you drink in the past?
Ashtabadane. Hyaha ashtabadane. Chayam apibam.
Ashtavadane kada adya hyaha kada? Adya pibatva hyaha pibatva. Adya ashtavadane va? Hyaha ashtavadane va?
Yeah, I have to give you some context. It's very early, so I haven't eaten anything. So that's why I was speaking in the yesterday.
So say hyaha apibam. Hyaha prata kale ashtavadane apibam.
Astu.
Just keep trying this out in Sanskritam only. Try to think and talk only in Sanskritam. That's how you'll get a hang of it.
Which dhatu? What is this? Which dhatu is what word?
Vishati, Vishata, Vishanti. That is, it is sit down. Vishati.
Okay.
Upavishati.
Okay. Thank you.
You heard Upavishati, no?
Yes, yes.
Ah.
No, I is Tishtati, like that. If Vish has got something else.
Avishat.
Avishat.
That's why it becomes Pravishat. Why it is Avish, Pra plus Avishat. That's why it is Pravishat. Okay. Okay. Now, who is remaining? Karthik Mahodaya. Bhavan Yatkim Api Chinotu. Yatkim Dhatu. Manasi. Favorite Dhatu.
Yad. Where? Which one, Mahodaya?
Your favorite Dhatu. Whatever you like.
Whatever. I'll take Khad.
Okay, very good. I also love Khad. High five there. Fine. I also love it.
Akhadat. Akhadatam. Akhadan. Akadaha. Akadatam. Akadata. Akadam. Akadava. Akadama.
Bhavan Kim Akhadata. Kada Akhadata.
Adya. So when did I eat? For that, for Adya Dvivadane Akadam.
Astu. Bharatadeshe eva asti va? Astu. Bharatadeshe Dvivadane Adya Madhyane Dvivadane
Madhyane Akadam.
Akhadam. Astu. Krishna kada akhadata? Krishna kim akhadata?
Can you repeat that question once?
Krishna kim akhadata?
What did you eat for dinner yesterday?
Krishna kim akhadata? Krishna. I'm saying, I'm asking, what did Krishna eat?
What is butter?
Just butter vadatu navanitam.
To Krishna. Did you say Navanitam?
Navanitam.
Okay. Krishna Navanitam Akhadat.
Krishna Navanitam Akhadat. Then Bakasura kim Akhadat.
Bakasura, entire kitchen. What do we say?
Sarvam Akhadat. Manusham Mapi Akhadat. Kumbhakarna.
Kumbhakarna.
Bahun bhojanan akhadat.
He ate a lot.
Bhojanani, bahuni bhojanani akhadat. इदानीमेव गणेश चतुर्थी अभवत् किल गणेशः किम् अखादत्
मोदकं
कर्मपदं मोदकं भविष्यति किल मोदकं वा मोदकानि वा
मोदकानि
गणेशः मोदकानि मधुराणि मोदकानि अखादत् भवान् असज्जत्व did you serve him
yes I served myself also
yourself also very good उत्तमम् उत्तमम् अस्तु चिन्ता नास्ति okay we are now
Mahoday,
it's
I'm sorry.
वदतु महोदय
I wanted to know what Attaha, how can you at dhatu is atati, no? And how will you say this past tense? Atati, atat?
plus a is
Atat. Is it atat?
Atat, atatam, atan. Ataha, atatam, atata. Atam, atava, atama. A plus a is a. Okay. Next class also I think Jayashree Mahodaya is not there. Can I give one small exercise in which case?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everybody will enjoy doing that, I'm sure. We went through a story, now we'll discuss that in more detail. Okay, in the next class. We'll go through it once more. Given this background of the past tense that we have just seen, we'll see what happens to various forms. If it were, say, there were many bakas in the story, there were many Shrigalaha. Instead of one Shrigala, there are many Shrigalaha. What will happen? How will the story change? We can make those changes, no? That's called creative freedom. We can make that out of the Panchatantra story. So let's do that. Let's see in the next class how that will change. Using these forms that are there. I want you to do one exercise. If you scroll down that PDF, there is exercise 2 to 6. Correct?
Astu.
Over the next, that's very simple exercise. That's you can read it, you'll sort of get a hang of what to do and all that. Okay. Just read, attempt to do all these and come. It's all one word answer. Just fill those one words there. There's nothing very complex in doing it, but it'll give a lot of training and it'll stimulate your mind. That much I can assure you. Okay. So if you can please do that and come back, that will be very helpful. Okay. In the next 5-7 minutes, I will do one more stimulating exercise if we can. Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me then go back here. Okay. Now there is a very small. Okay. Now there is a shloka. I'll just read the shloka and just explain this to you. Okay. Gopi bhagyam madhuvrata shringi shodati san. Gopi bhagya madhuvrata shringi shodati sandiga. Kalajivita khatava kalahala rasandara. Okay. What it means is, I've done a full Anvaya for this, which is Gopika Nam Bhagyaha. Gopikas, one who is this one for Gopikas, who is very this one of Gopikas, the slayer of this one Rakshasa called Madhu. Then Shringi Shodha. Shringi is one with horns, something with horns. Shringa is horn. Shringi is something with horns. That is basically cattle. All the cattle, usually these cows, buffaloes, sheep, all these have horns. Shringi Shodha, one who is protecting these Shringis. Shringa is horn. Shringi is one those which have horns. And Shringi Shodha is protecting those which have horns. So basically somebody who is protecting the cattle. The Diga, one who can reach the depth of the ocean in no time. One who is always in the depth of the ocean. That is another way. If you look at it, Madhu, this one, Vishnu is always there. Okay. Khalajivita, who can destroy all evil. Khata is this, Khata is that mace. One who is related to the mace holder is Khatava. Balarama's relation. Galahalar Rasandhara. So who is this?
Krishna.
Huh?
Krishna.
Krishna. It's a very straightforward. Those who know some Indian, good Indian Itihasa and Mahabharata and our very this one, it is referring to Krishna here. It's basically in praise of Krishna. Okay. It's a very simple thing. So what I want you to now do is take this key. There's a key I have represented. Okay. Wherever you see this this varna, that is basically this vyanjana, whatever vyanjana you see, for that vyanjana, the corresponding number you please write. Can you all do that?
So go, for go, it has
there are
to
32 letters here.
Go, it has to be 3 like that.
So for instance, go will be 3. Correct. Go will be 3. P will be just for per 1. And say for ma it will be 5. Okay. Wherever you have half a letter, ignore the gakara. Just take what is there for a yakara.
Okay.
Similarly, here shru, take only for sha, shrum, shakara. Okay. And similarly, where if it is vra, the refa has to be taken ra and not va. Okay. Can you write this? Take 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. You can just fill it.
Okay. 3. Go, go, 3, 4, 5. Have we to write for both the lines?
Yeah, for both the lines at one go. Write it. You'll get a 32-digit number basically. Write it. Done?
Yes.
Everybody done?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody recognizes this number?
It's a pi 3.14.
Correct. Just put, all you need to do is put a dot after 3. Put a decimal point after 3. After the first digit. This is the value of pi till the 31st decimal point. So, this is how ancient Indians remembered things. Nobody said, nobody went on mugging 3.141592653589, so on and so forth. No. They said, just okay, you want to remember something, just mug this. This is easy. This is an Anushtam Chandas, so it is very simple. Gopi Bhagya Madhuvrata Shringi Shodha Sandiga Khalajivita Khatava Galaha Lara Sandara. Simple. Right. If anybody who's done music, who's learned music well, will know that it is an Anushtam Chandas. You have this one, you have all the gunas there. So there you can easily put it in a nice format, nice musical format, and then put some nice tala laya and this one tone to it, and then sing it. Correct?
Yeah.
But once you do that, then this is your key. Anybody recognizes what this is? Anybody knows what this would be? What this key is called? This numbering format? No? This is what is called Ka, Ta, Pa, Ya, Adi Sutram. Anybody heard of Katapaya Adi Sutram?
No.
No, first time?
Yeah.
First time.
First time. Okay. So this way of arranging it's just a reorganization of all the vyanjanas. Usually what we do, you have ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Correct? Vargiya vyanjana. That is the first line. I'll have cha, cha, ja, janya, pa, 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 ta, 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 na, pa, 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 ma. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Here, it is arranged in a little differently. That's it. all that they have done is they have arranged it a little differently. Now this is very powerful. I'll show you one more way, or one more reason why this sutram and why it's a whole science in itself. All right. How many of you have heard this? Parvatyuvacha keno payena laguna Vishnu namasasram patyate pandite ditya.
Comes in Vishnu Sahasranam.
Vishnu Sahasranam. And what is Ishwar? What is Ishwar? What is it that Parvati is asking there?
If we do not have time to chant the entire Sahasranama, what can we do? That's supposed to be the question.
Correct. Right. So, if Vishnu Nama Sahasrakam, there are 1,000 names of Vishnu. What is it that can be chanted? Laghuna. Kena upayena laghuna. What is that by which is small? Upaya. Upaya is a means. What is that trick? Which is a small trick. Laguna. Patyate pandite nityam. Which is read by the Panditas daily, because my Panditas, my Aradhakas don't have so much time to read 1,000 names of Vishnu. So please tell me to my Aradhakas, what is it that can be done in a very short way that is equivalent to 1,000 names of Vishnu? That is the question she asks. Correct? What is Ishvara Uvacha after that?
Shri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasra Nama Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varanam.
Correct. Shri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasra Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varanane. So what is he saying? Hey Rame, hey Rame, hey Manorame. This is the address. This is how he is addressing Parvati. Oh my beloved, one who is very close to my manas, this one. Please listen. Rame Rame Manorame, Shri Rama 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 iti, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Shri Rama 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 iti, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varanane, Ramasya Nama Varam Anane. This is what brings that Rama Nama Varanane. Rame Rame Manorame. Rame Rame Manorame is his address. Hey, my beloved wife. Rame, hey Rame, hey Manorame. Of course, he has to be very careful with Parvati for all the right reasons. So he is doing that. And once he does that, so how does this become 1,000? So what is the whole, this one? If you look at this, what is the value for Refa?
2.
2. What is this one for Makara? Ma?
5. 5.
Correct? Ra is 2, Ma is 5. The operand is strictly multiplication. Katapayadi Sutra works only for multiplication. That's a given. There is no other operation that's possible on Katapayadi. That's a full sutra in itself. There's a whole lot of things we can discuss some other day. Okay. This is the beauty. Fair enough. So you can ask, why only Rama? Why not? You have Rame, you have Rame, you have Manorame. You can go about all those things and say, why not all those things, right? Rama is also the same, you'll get the same score. But the thing is that Ra is something that destroys, Ma is something that brings good. So destroying the evil and bringing in the good is what is Rama. So the Akara adds a value there. So that's why it becomes Rama. So that's how it becomes this one. Okay. With this small anecdote, and with this one, we'll just stop here for now. So we'll have something more in the next class. Thank you so much for bearing with me for today. So hope you all liked it.
We had a nice time. We had a nice time.
Any feedback, anything that you want to change for next class?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll continue in the next class. I'll close this part. I'll close out. Then Jayashree Mahodaya will be back. She'll take over from 24. Okay. Astu. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahishah Go Brahmanebhyo Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavanto Kale Varshita Parjanyah Prithvi Sasishalini Deshoyam Shobharahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Aputra Putrinas Santu Pautrinah Adhanat Sadanat Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhat Bhavet Harihi Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu Shri Guru Charanar Vindarpanamastu Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Tat Sat